Most people overpay for products like this. Here's why this one is different. I've flown a bunch of foldable 4K drones, and most of them feel like they're held together with wishful thinking. This one actually holds up, and the price tag is way easier on the wallet than the big brand models. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really sold me was the 3-axis gimbal and the dual HD cameras. You get smooth, shake-free footage whether you're cruising over a lake or just filming your backyard. The 4K resolution isn't just marketing, it's sharp enough to see the stitching on a baseball glove from 20 feet up. I've used it to record my kids' soccer games, and the colors pop without any extra color grading in post. The gimbal does most of the work for you, so you're not stuck tweaking settings while the moment passes. For example, I was filming my kids' soccer game, and the gimbal automatically adjusted to keep the footage smooth, allowing me to focus on getting the best shot. I've also been impressed with the camera's low-light performance. I've filmed during golden hour, and the footage looks amazing. The colors are rich and vibrant, and the camera handles the changing light conditions with ease. This is especially useful if you're planning to film during the early morning or late evening when the light is soft and warm. Flight time is another place this drone stands out. A lot of foldables give you 6 or 7 minutes once you factor in takeoff and landing. This one pushes closer to 12 minutes with the battery that's included. That's enough to circle a park twice or get a full panoramic shot without rushing. The brushless motors help with that. They're quieter and don't overheat like the brushed ones you see in cheaper models. I've flown in light wind without the motors sounding like a lawnmower, which is a nice bonus if you're trying to keep the peace with the neighbors. Plus, the battery life is long enough that you can take your time to get the shot, without feeling like you're racing against the clock. Intelligent flight features are where this thing earns its keep. There's a one-key return to home button that actually works, no false alarms when the signal drops. The optical flow sensor keeps it steady indoors or when you're flying low over water, which is a lifesaver if you're new to drones. I tested the follow me mode while riding my bike around the block, and the drone kept pace without drifting off course. That feature alone saved me from buying a separate action cam setup. The follow me mode is also great for filming sports, as it allows you to keep the camera focused on the action while you're moving around. I've also been experimenting with the drone's altitude hold feature, which allows you to set a specific height and have the drone maintain it. This is really useful for getting smooth, consistent footage, especially when filming over water or in areas with varying terrain. The drone also has a headless mode, which makes it easier to fly, especially for beginners. This mode allows you to control the drone without worrying about its orientation, making it easier to focus on getting the shot. Folding it up is straightforward, 2 quick motions, and it's small enough to slip into a day pack. I've tossed it in my backpack with my laptop and a few other gadgets, and it hasn't gotten scuffed. The remote folds too, so everything stays compact. Build quality feels solid for the price. The arms lock into place without any wobble, and the props are tough enough to survive a grass landing. I've also been impressed with the drone's durability, having accidentally flown it into a few obstacles without any damage. One thing to keep in mind is the learning curve. If you've never flown a drone before, the first few minutes can feel a little twitchy. The controls are responsive, but the drone isn't as forgiving as some of the pricier models. I'd recommend practicing in an open field with plenty of space until you get comfortable. Also, the camera isn't detachable, so if you're used to swapping lenses, you'll have to work around that. However, the fixed camera is still a great option for most users, and the quality of the footage is excellent. I've also found that the drone's GPS capabilities are quite accurate, allowing you to set waypoints and have the drone follow a specific path. I think this drone would be perfect for anyone looking to get into drone photography or videography. It's a great option for beginners, as it's easy to use and has a lot of features that make it easy to get started. It's also a great option for more experienced users, as it has a lot of advanced features that allow you to get creative with your shots. So if you're in the market for a foldable 4K drone that doesn't ask you to remortgage your house, this one's worth a look. Check it out using the link in the description below, I'll leave it there for you.